Welcome to Neon Developers Conference 2022. Neon Developers Conference is a really important event for Neon because this event is where we show off all of our latest and greatest and most important innovations. We know we say this for every Neon Developers Conference, but this year is by far the best and biggest Neon event ever. We have so much to cover today, and I mean so much. And so this event is going to be all about software and hardware. Let's talk about software first. We have a wide range of software platforms: Windows CE, Windows CE Mobile, xboxOS, PlayStation OS, phoneUI, and cardOS. We're going to be updating all of these today. And so let's get started with Windows CE. Back in March, we previewed Windows CE 22, and we haven't shown the design up until today. And this all-new design is going to be the biggest design change in Windows CE history. Let's take a look. This is Windows CE 22, and it has a wide range of new design changes. First off, we centered the taskbar now. We brought back the center taskbar after removing it from a couple versions ago. And we've also put widgets on the start screen, so at a glance, you can see all of your information just without even clicking anything. And we have an all-new start screen with every icon centered and easy to get access to. And these apps also look incredible, and they look great in dark mode and great in light mode as well. And all of this is based on the new Fluent UI. Now, let's talk about Project Future, which we're giving a name today, and we're calling it Nova. It's based on the Google Assistant, but it's optimized entirely for Windows CE. And so now let's talk about the screen of death. The screen of death is essential to Windows CE, and today we're going to be completely redesigning it. It starts with even thinner text and even bigger text and a whole lot of new colors, such as this new shade of blue, a new shade of green, a new deep bold red, a new deep purple, a really eye-catching orange, a really bright yellow, and two new colors, one called light, which is a mix of white and a little bit of green tints, and dark, which is a bit of a mix of black and a little bit of a mix of really deep blue. Windows CE is a massive update from Windows CE, an all-new Fluent UI design, Nova Voice Assistant, redesigned start menu, center taskbars, start menu widgets, and an all-new screen of death. There's other features that we haven't gotten into. For example, redesigned apps, the new death kernel, file explorer tabs, and something new called device lock, which will prevent some thefts. And we're so excited for Windows CE 22, we made a video showcasing all of the new features, narrated by Johnny Hive. Let's take a look. At the heart of the Neon experience is Windows CE. And over the years, Windows CE has been improving. And with Windows CE 22, we think we are redefining the computer experience. It all starts with the Start menu, where we redesigned everything to put everything you need just a click away. We've put the widgets on the Start menu so you can look at all of your information at a glance. And all of your apps are front and center and easy to get access to. The whole user interface has been redesigned with the new Fluent UI. It bridges between light and dark and has some transparency. Everything you do is easy to use and easy to recognize. Apps are designed with simplicity and beauty in mind, and we took in consideration of what people want and what we want. Every part of the user interface has been designed from the ground up, and we've really took into consideration of what is important to the design of the software. At the heart of this design is what makes this software true to its name. We're upgrading from the Sanders kernel to the new Death kernel, so everything stays true to the original form. We're also introducing a new voice assistant we're calling it Nova. Nova is a voice assistant based on the Google Assistant, but built for the new software. It's an easy-to-use voice assistant and an incredibly smart voice assistant. We're also redesigning the screen of death, so everything is more expressive than ever, with some bold new colors, such as a new blue, dark, and light. Windows CE 22 is the biggest update in Windows CE history. We redefined everything while still making everything recognizable. With all of the innovation and design elements, we think Windows CE 22 is the next big step in Neon software and the next generation of computing. So that was Windows CE 22. Now, let's talk about Windows CE Mobile. Windows CE Mobile is the heart, the OS that runs on every Neon Dawn device. And today we're excited to show you Windows CE 22 Mobile. It starts off with a brand new design, which is also based off the Fluent UI you just saw with Windows CE 22. Here is the new design for Windows CE 22 Mobile. It is an all-new design with a whole lot of new elements, such as the return of live tiles. But the big update with Windows CE 22 Mobile is the core. The current core for Windows CE 22 or Windows CE Mobile is this, where it's based on Windows CE and it has a mobile interface and it has Android app support as well. Now, while this is a decent strategy, it's definitely not the best, especially considering that Windows CE 22 Mobile based on Windows CE is just not really the best idea when it comes to apps, but we found the solution, which is the new, where we're going to base it off of Android 12, and it has the Windows CE 22 mobile interface on top of it, which means that it has all of the Android features, such as the Play Store, widgets, and advanced customization, and a whole lot more. And this new Windows CE 22 mobile is entirely based off Android. That means that you can even have Android widgets on it as well. And the best part about Windows CE 22 mobile is that it's compatible with all Neon Dawn devices, from Neon Dawn, Neon Dawn Plus, Neon Dawn 2, Neon Dawn 2 Plus, Neon Dawn 2 Pro, Neon Dawn SE, and Neon Dawn Fold. I want to talk a little bit about Neon Dawn Fold, though. Neon Dawn Fold is our latest and greatest Neon Dawn device, which is the most affordable new tablet foldable on the market. And it's also going to be getting this new Android 12 update, but it's going to be improved with Android 12L. Android 12L is more optimized for foldables and tablets, and this is the new user interface for Android 12L on Neon Dawn Fold. As you can see, we brought the taskbar to Windows CE 22 mobile, and so you can get access to all of your recent apps directly on the taskbar. But even better than that, for the first time ever, we're bringing the Start menu to Windows CE mobile. So that was Windows CE, but we're just getting started. Next up, let's talk about xboxOS and PlayStation OS. xboxOS is obviously the heart that runs on Xbox Series 3, most recently with Xbox Series 3T, and PlayStation OS is what runs on PlayStation 6, obviously with their best console being PlayStation 6 Pro, which we just updated a few months ago. And today we're excited to show you Xbox OS 4.0 and PlayStation OS 3.0, the next generation of software for both of these platforms. Let's start off with resolution, because we're going to be taking a big step forward with 8K resolution, specifically up to 8K 120 FPS. And this is compatible with Xbox Series 3X from 2021 and later, the Xbox Series 3T from 2022 and later, the latest and greatest, the Xbox Series 3 from 2021 and later, PlayStation 6 Pro, and PlayStation 6. And now let's talk about graphics, because we're bringing ray tracing to the Xbox and PlayStations. Ray tracing is a big deal because it makes things a whole lot more realistic and a whole lot more detailed than it's ever been. Ray tracing is compatible with every Xbox Series 3X model, every Xbox Series 3T model, the Xbox Series 3 from late 2020 and later, PlayStation 6 Pro, and PlayStation 6. Now let's talk about controllers. We have currently supported all of the Xbox Series 3 controllers along with PlayStation 6 controllers, as well as backwards compatibility with the previous generation Xbox 2 and PlayStation 0 controllers, and the new Neon controller as well. But today, we're excited to bring Bluetooth controller support as well as USB controller support, with support for Bluetooth 4.0 and later, and USB-A or USB-C controllers. So that's Xbox OS 4.0 and PlayStation OS 3.0. Xbox OS 4.0 is compatible with the late 2020 Xbox Series 3 and later, the Xbox Series 3 Mini, Xbox Series 3E, Xbox Series 3S, Xbox Series 3X, and Xbox Series 3 Stick. And PlayStation OS 3.0 is compatible with the PlayStation 6, PlayStation 6 Mini, PlayStation 6E, PlayStation 6 Slim, and PlayStation 6 Pro. Now let's talk about phoneUI. phoneUI is our new user interface for all of our high-end Android smartphones. And today, we're excited to show you some new updates and compatibility. First off is the always-on display. The always-on display is entirely new with phoneUI because it shows you a whole lot of information such as the time, date, and your battery, and the battery actually changes depending on what level it's at. So for example, if your battery is charging, if your battery is charging, it shows you a green battery, or if it's above 20%, it will show you a green battery. But if your battery is at a low battery percentage, it shows a red battery. And notifications have been changed as well, with the whole new notifications, which are incredibly simple and incredibly easy. And the Android version of phoneUI is also entirely new. It is based off of Android 12 currently, but in the fall, it will be Android 13 and Android 12L currently on Neon Fold devices. And phoneUI will be compatible with all models of Neon Dream, Neon Flip, Neon Fold, and Neon Camera. And these devices will all be supported with all models for years to come. Now let's talk about cardOS. cardOS is what runs on our Neon Card devices, and today we're excited to show you cardOS 2.0 with some massive improvements. First off is new cards. You can now add home keys to your Neon cards. You can unlock your home with just your credit card. We're also adding digital IDs and licenses, currently only available in Arizona, but these will allow you to use your driver's license and digital IDs all on just your credit card. And we're also adding some new card customization as well. We're adding new gradients, gradient colors, and new text options as well. There's a whole lot of different gradient colors that you can choose from, and you can switch from bold to thin text as well. And the core of cardOS has also changed from Windows CE to, you guessed it, Android 12 and Android 13 in the fall. And this brings a pretty big speed improvement as well, 30% faster compared to the previous gen cardOS 1.0. So that's cardOS 2.0. Now let's actually talk about some hardware. And on the topic of Neon Card, let's talk about the hardware Neon Card. We just showed you cardOS 2.0 and what better way to pair it with an all-new Neon Card. Today we're announcing the next generation of Neon Card. This is Neon Card Series 2. Let's talk about the design. We have refined the design of Neon Card Series 2 with a whole lot of new colors. Black, white, blue, green, and product red. And we also have a brand new color called electrochromic. Electrochromic is not a color in itself, but it's the fact that it shifts color. By double tapping the back of the electrochromic Neon Card Series 2, it'll actually shift the color to many different gradients. It's really cool. Now let's talk about the display. It has a 3.5-inch OLED LTPO always-on display, similar to what we had with Neon Card last year. But for the first time ever, it's made out of ceramic diamond glass on the front, making it incredibly strong. Now let's talk about the performance. We've put in our Neon Y2 SIP, which has 2 new efficiency cores, 2 new GPU cores, a 2nd gen UWB chip, the Neon K2 security chip, so it's a whole lot more secure, 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage. And we've also built in an accelerometer, so you can actually use the card in portrait mode as well. Now let's talk about the camera. The camera on Neon Card is actually perfect because the Neon Card is so slim, and so it's perfect use for the really great camera. And we've took some huge improvements on the Neon Card camera this year because now it's a 12 megapixel camera with an f1.8 aperture, the same ring flash, but it now records in 4K 30 FPS and 1080p 60 FPS as well. And we've also implemented an entire new fingerprint scanner, which is now runs all over the side of Neon Card Series 2. Now let's talk about charging. We have obviously had our over-the-air charging on Neon Card, but today we're also adding magnets on the back of Neon Card Series 2, so you can actually use a magnetic adapter on the back of your Neon Card Series 2. And when it comes to durability, we've put in obviously our ceramic diamond glass on both the front and the back, and we're also adding IP68 water and dust resistance for 3 meters for 30 minutes. And when it comes to pricing, Neon Card Series 2 starts at $129. And for the electrochromic version, it's $159. So that is Neon Card Series 2. Now let's talk about Neon TV. We introduced the Neon TV streaming player last year at NDC, and it was really great. But today, we're excited to show you a redesigned Neon TV streaming player. This is the all-new Neon TV streaming player. It has an all-new design where it has a plexiglass top and it is incredibly thin. It is just 6.4 millimeters thin. It is incredibly thin. And when it comes to the power, we've put in a Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 processor, which is 40% faster than the previous generation, and has 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, double of what the previous gen had. When it comes to the OS, we used to have Windows CE TV on the Neon TV streaming player, but today we're doing something pretty bold, because we're going to be getting rid of it, and instead we're going to be replacing it with something from Google, the Google TV operating system. Google TV is based off of Android TV, and it is incredibly advanced, and it's running all on the Neon TV streaming player. And we also have a completely redesigned Neon TV remote. Here's what it looks like. It's made out of aluminum now, and it also has volume buttons on the side, and you can also hold the home button for Google Assistant. When it comes to the price, we're starting this thing off at $79. So that was Neon TV. Now, the rest of this event is all new products. Everything that we have to show you from here on out is all new. So first off, let's talk about speakers. A lot of companies have their own smart speaker. Google has their Nest lineup of smart speakers, Apple has their HomePod Mini, and Amazon has their widely successful Amazon Echo devices. But today, we want to introduce our own. We want to introduce Neon's smart speaker. Today, we'd like to show you it right now. This is Neon Home. Let's talk about the design of Neon Home. Neon Home has a really unique design with fabric running all around it and a screen, a real functioning full touchscreen on the top of Neon Home. And it will even show what music is currently playing as well. And it comes in 2 finishes, black and white. Now let's talk about the sound system. We have 4 horn-loaded tweeters, a full-range driver with 2 passive radiators, and 5, count 'em, 5 microphones. And Neon Home also works with stereo pair as well. And it supports 360-degree sound, so no matter where you are standing, you'll hear everything. Now let's check the power. We're putting in our new Snapdragon 240S processor, the S standing for sound, and that means that it supports lossless audio at 192 kilohertz. And when it comes to this full touchscreen display, it's a 3-inch display that's OLED, and 1 tap plays or pauses your music, 2 taps skips a track, 3 taps moves to a previous track, and tap and hold activates the voice assistant. When it comes to the OS, we're putting in Android 12 on this Neon Home. And it has a couple of cool tricks. For example, if you swipe, you'll actually get your volume slider. And if you swipe again, you'll get to your time and date. There's a couple of other things such as 2 aux jacks, micro SD card slot up to 256 gigabytes, USB-C, and so much more. When it comes to the price, we're starting this thing off at $149. But we have something even tinier in size, but has some huge power. Let's take a look. This is Neon Home Mini. When it comes to design, it's obviously a much smaller Neon Home. And it still has the same exact display on the top. And it comes in the same 2 finishes, black and white. When it comes to the sound system, though, we've put in 2 horn-loaded tweeters, the same full-range driver, and with 2 passive radiators and 4 microphones. And it still has all of the same features as the full-size Neon Home. A Snapdragon 240S processor, 3-inch display with OLED, lossless audio, stereo pair, and 360-degree sound. When it comes to the price, though, we're starting this thing off at $79. So that is Neon Home and Neon Home Mini. Let's talk about something else all new, which is smartwatches. Today, we're excited to show you a smartwatch that combines design, power, and price. Let's take a look. This is Neon Watch. Neon Watch has a really nice display. It's 43 millimeters, a OLED display, and it's 100% screen to body ratio, and so it looks fantastic. When it comes to the power, we are putting in our new Snapdragon 3000 Wear processor. It has 3 efficiency cores, a 3-core GPU, and actually makes it the first ARM v9 smartwatch. When it comes to the OS, we're putting in Google's Wear OS. Wear OS has a lot of cool features, and it works with iOS and Android. And when it comes to watch faces, we put in our own custom watch faces. This one's called Wraparound, this one's called Wraparound Info, and this one's called Simple. And when it comes to durability, we're putting in Gorilla Glass Victus on the front of this. And we're also making an IP68 water and dust resistant for 3 meters for 30 minutes. And when it comes to the price, we're starting this thing off at $129, which is a really great value for what you're getting. So that is Neon Watch. Now, we've gone through so much today, and with all of that, that makes this the biggest Neon event ever. in history. But we are not finished yet, because we have another thing left. This is a product that has been worked on for over 2.5 years at Neon. And it is the next revolution in technology. It's something that we don't really say, but when we do say it, it's serious. When we introduced Neon Reality a couple months ago, the tagline was a peek into the future, because that was looking ahead to this product. Today is not only going to be a big revolution in the history of technology, but it is the next chapter for Neon. This is Neon Glass, and it is incredible. Neon Glass is our entrance in the wearables market. So let's start off with the design of Neon Glass. Neon Glass is an incredibly beautiful design. They look just like normal glasses, but they are so much more advanced than normal glasses. Let's talk about the displays in Neon Glass. It has dual 51mm displays that are micro OLED and that are transparent. They are 4480 by 4480, meaning that they have a massive 3,155 pixels per inch. That is the highest pixel per inch density that we've ever put into any product. And the way that you put in your lenses is that you just put them on top of the two displays. It's really cool. When it comes to the power, we're using SIP technology, system in package, SIP technology on this. Because of how small we have to fit everything in, we have to use this technology. And we made a new chip called Neon C1. C1 has a lot of advanced technologies. It has a 3-core CPU, 3-core GPU, 3 gigs of RAM, and up to 128 gigabytes of storage. And it has a couple extra things, such as a display engine to drive all of those pixels, a Neon K2 security chip that you just saw with Neon Card Series 2, same thing with a 2nd gen Neon UWB chip, memory cache built in as well, along with 2 reality encoders and decoders so that you can decode and encode reality files like USDZ and things like that. When it comes to the software, we're using Reality OS 2.0, which is also going to be out for Neon Reality, and it has a lot of new features. First off is that we're going to be doing a rename to Vision OS, because it's going to be running on more than just Neon Reality, and so we're calling it Vision OS. And it has a new design with the user interface. This is what it looks like. It's more efficient for the neon glass. And we're also supporting auto hiding on this, which is really important for the neon glass. So when you're not using your neon glass widgets, then they'll automatically hide after a certain period of time. When it comes to the core of Reality OS, we used to have Windows CE, and we're changing it to now, you guessed it, Android 12 and Android 13 in the fall. So that was Vision OS, the OS that's going to be running on neon glass. When it comes to the durability of neon glass, it is incredibly durable. On the sides and on the entire frame, we're using two different types of materials depending on which one you want. First one is aluminum, the more affordable material. It is really durable and really beautiful. The second one is titanium. It is lighter than aluminum, but it's incredibly strong. It's lighter than aluminum, it's stronger than steel. It is a really, really great material. And when it comes to the sensor that we're using on here, we have our Time of Flight Ultra sensor. Time of Flight Ultra is what we use on Neon Dream 3 and our Neon Dream lineup in general, and we're bringing it to now Neon Glass so that you can use advanced AR. You can use AR advanced. When it comes to price, we're going to be having two different types of storage configurations, 64 gigs and 128 gigs, and two different types of materials, aluminum and titanium. The aluminum model will start at $499, and the titanium model will start at $699. A really incredible value for what you're getting in such a small package. Neon Glass will be able to pair with your smartphone. So we have advanced technology that you have on your desk. We have advanced technology that you can hold in the palm of your hands. And now we have advanced technology that you wear. So after this event, I think it's very clear that this event has been the biggest neon event in history. But we're still not done with this crazy year. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.